Hi guys and girls, welcome to 5K9 or my personal on first podcast. A little bit about myself. I'm Sati Gill, original High Drive, and welcome on. And we're sat here just finishing off our 5K9 ABD EV trials. It's our 11th year. Very tiring, and I've been working with dogs for nearly 30 years now. I met on 15 years ago. I started off doing security trials, dog sports, and I met on all the years ago, started getting involved, went to my first event, and that's where the real passion kicked in. So now we're in our 11th year, very, very successful. And I'd like to introduce Arne, and he will give us short intro.
I think the best will be I introduce myself. I start with the passion of my for dogs. I started very early, already when I was a small boy. Yeah, at the beginning, because my hunter or my family more like a hunting family. We started more with typical hunting, like shotgun dogs and so on. Yeah. But quickly I also got interesting in protection dogs, and when I got that, but already still young, like 18 years old, I already was interesting to some like Alano type dogs, like Dogo Argentino, for example, dogs who was able like to make catch work, but also like protection work. This was like my first interesting, and from this on we gone on, and to make it quickly, today I'm a dog trainer. We have a boarding kennel, we breed dogs, so we make nearly everything with working dogs, of course mostly for training and breeding, but it's also like nearly 30 years ago that we start with this professional, and when we start the ABD, the club, was built for Presa Canario. Presa Canario is one of the mollusk dogs. For me, my favorite mollusk dogs. If you have a dog and you want it for family, but also for protection, clear head, strong dog, power dog, but also not like in some over or nerve drive. I think for a lot of people would be a good choice to take Presa Canario. I think some people not often think about the breed, but also for personal protection, family, is also perfect for not only like a sports dog or dog for sports, but when we start the club, it was more or less only for Germany, and when we meet each other, then we got more international. But it's also now, I think, nearly 30 years, not absolutely 30 years, but I think 27 years or something.
So that's 30 years
ago already that we started, and we started directly from the beginning with nearly the same rules. We add some competitions to have more fun because we got bigger, more customers, more visitors. But at the beginning, it's also the same. We want to see that the dog have good character, clear character, also social and clear with the owner, with the own family, but also able to protect. Also hard dog, also tough dog, also able to make catch work, also heels that we check for example, from the beginning, elbow, hips, the
health
back,
test, all the full health test,
eyes, heart, everything what is. Also with other working breed, like really in a professional way, we do endurance tests, running with a bicycle. So these are real fit dogs, but we don't want to have some extreme. We want to have a very good balanced dog. This is also the reason why we test and check not only protection, or not only the social, or not only behavior, or only obedience. We try to put everything together, because our real love is this breed, but we also open it later because the club like it to other breeds and other people.
Like example on a very good mix of breeds in this year's competition. But we also have a separate competition, the Presa Canario Cup. We will talk about that later. But the first thing I'd like to explain on, all the time I get asked the question, what does AVD stand for?
The meaning, the name. Yeah, okay. It's some people think it's typical German. Not absolutely, but in Germany we have a different law. There are a lot of like association organizations, but it means nothing. It's only one person. They built it like a company, but we are like I would translate it like a government accepted or added club. This is an important thing, and this means the EV in German is eingetragener Verein, like registered.
Registered.
We are not company, but the same like a registered company. And AVD means Alano Verein Deutschland.
This is
so Deutschland is clear. Germany.
Some people get.
I know. I will explain because I think this point also gets some people nervous and some people aggressive because they have no the clue about the meaning and the history of the word. Verein means only like a club or organization. And Alano is the old Spanish or old Mediterranean word. You also find the same in Italy, also in French, Spain, mostly, where the history of our dogs came back from, and the old really working pressers was all like what you call in English Mastiff breeds, In German we say Doggo, or French sometimes say Douget, but it means not a breed, it's only like a type. So the smallest, Alano, it means only Mastiff, would be like a Mops, maybe, very small, like a French Bulldog. Also like a toy Alano, and the really big Alano, for example, is the Great Dane or English Mastiff or Mastin Napolitano, but this is more like an old word and don't mean to breed, but this is the club is like a German Mastiff club. This would be the translation, but we breed like as a breeder club, only pure breed Presa Canaros. It's also important that we also say that really early at the beginning, because a lot of people think, but I know there was some mixes at the Canary Islands, there was some mixes there, maybe you done some mixes, maybe some color not very typical for shoulder people or something like this. We never used only one single Presa Canaro without any type of paperwork to use and add for breeding. And I also have to say very clearly, there are only one old breeder. I think Manuel Kurte, a lot of people will know him. He started 1977, and a few show breeders, they are pure show breeder, also not interesting for us, who done more litters than me, because some people think, okay, now the Germans start or something. We already had around 1,000 breed by ourselves, plus a Canarios in our Stadtbook. So at the end, this is by far the oldest and biggest club, especially also for working, because we are not only looking for show and optic, also that the dog is
we can
and everything.
That was the AVD, and we mentioned breeding, we mentioned the tests. For us, how it was very proud moment for me when I became a approved AVD breeder. I was the first in the UK. I was the first to bring AVD. Well, only person.
And the first guy who really wanted to do it. A lot of people was looking, was joining, but don't want to follow hard rules, or want to follow the rules with one dog, but not with the other dog. So this is for me not professional.
No, for me,
we run it proper and say, okay, we make real selection. If the dog's pass, good for breeding. If the dog not pass, then not for breeding. Finish. We are not looking for something extreme, but we save like really good relatives. This is
another. This was our passion when we used to sit and talk. But the main, people think, wow, they do a breeding, they sell the pups for this much money. They don't think, if I travel 5 times a year to Germany, or we go to Spain, we've just been recently to Gran Canaria.
And I think this type of people very often also try to mix or make a test or make some litter because they're a little bit exciting. Next year they do absolutely different things. Also sometimes
we stick
different breeding, or
we really stick to the rules that we have
from the beginning to today.
That's it till today. This is where I wanted to talk about on we can go quickly if you can explain. One is what we call our breed test.
Yeah.
The ZWP1.
The character breed test.
Yeah.
Have to.
And
Yeah.
ZWP2. That's and also we do the health test.
Yeah.
Also we do the bike ride.
Yeah.
Type test.
Type. And S slash.
And the hunting test. What we call the S slash. If you can either do both or one off.
Yeah.
Then not the breeder. You're still not a breeder yet. The dog is breed worthy.
Yeah.
Then you become a breeder and get approved by Arne that you're an approved breeder. So everything I do, I have to follow the rules, whether it's male, female, and when I do a breeding.
And you have to have passion and endurance. This is also a lot of people every time say, "Oh, this is perfect, this is perfect. Oh, you make good rules." And mostly they say you have to make it harder and harder and higher and higher. But directly, if they have to do something or their dog not pass, then they have excuses and try to run away or get away a little bit. So better make everything.
You know, over 15 years ago when we met, I used to think about this, and look how many dogs we've seen. Absolutely super dogs.
Yeah.
Health test, no good.
Yeah.
We won't breed.
Yeah.
You know, this is how hard it is. We won't breed. You know, many people today, oh no, the dog's too good, must breed, no health test, no this. It's you're just guessing. It's a guessing game.
For me, it's important that we get really good quality.
Yeah.
That the quality is really like a standard.
Yeah.
But it's also not that we want to breed the perfect or over dog like world champions. No, we want to produce for the owners, but also for the breeders, really good quality dogs in a high level and very consistent. This is more goal than to be the wonder champion or something like that. Yeah.
So if you could explain ZWP.
The ZWPs, okay. The ZWPs you also find very similar in old other like police dog working breeds like Rottweiler, German Shepherd, Doberman Pinscher, Giant Schnauzer, and so on. I think the most people will know the police dog breeds, and they also have to do for the breeding permission, not only like show tests like in type and optic. Also, the dog have to make an endurance test. Also, the dog have to make a character test. Also, the dog have to make the heels test and the character test. What we do is in translation means how it works to breed the dog, and which level it works, And for us, it's like this. We want a real balanced dog. So if the dog, for example, start barking, biting, growling, to normally friendly, neutral people, maybe also to children, women, old girls, this was not acceptable. We want to have a minimum neutral or friendly dog. This is up to you, But the dog can be not a problem for other people in open public or things like this, or for your neighbor or the rest of your family, maybe. It's not possible. And so this is the first point, because the most people think we are only looking for protection. Protection makes the selection. But we also want that the dog is able to defend you, make really protection work, but also that the dog has the courage, also the willingness to do protection work. The dog have to, the word is a little bit funny, but have to laugh, to fight, because like every sportman, every good sportman also have a good like a fighter heart. It's not over aggressive or sharp or the character trait.
English word game.
Like the dog have to be game, like a sportsmanship, maybe you can translate it. And this also the dog have to. If the dog is too weak, if the dog can take no pressure, if the dog is not brave enough to protect by yourself,
solid
if the dog
nerves as well,
not do what he want because he's too shy, he is not able to, for example, take a ball because he's too shy, then it's not good for us. But we also don't want to have only one thing, so that we have only one something perfect. But maybe, for example, the dog is good in protection, but very aggressive with your family. Also not acceptable for breeding. And so in the ZREP, this means only the character test in protection situation and neutral situations. Not only friendly but also neutral. There are shooting tests inside, umbrella tests, different things. Also we change a little bit, but every time, for example, also a surprise attack and courage test where the dog has to run and work by himself, also without supporting with the handler very much. This is very interesting for breeding. But to be honest, also you see not so similar, but also very typical for working dog breed, similar tests in old other police dog breedings. And so we make the same selection. So also our Molosses dogs, our Mastiff type dogs, not very common, but will be also good for security service, for police, for family, for normal thing like BH training, we call it in Germany, obedience training. The dog has to have the ability to work and to use. Yeah, it's not only a useless dog, but also a very nice, beautiful dog. And I think the most families will also love the dog.
Yeah, that's, I think the main thing is we're trying to make sure that the breed is very versatile.
Yeah.
Can live in almost all situations and be a great family protector.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the other thing, Arne, we with the ZWP we've gone through. There is also the social test. Must walk through a group.
Yeah.
A crowd coming in very close.
Okay.
Dog has to be neutral. Also, not show fear or aggression. You know, this which a lot of strong dogs.
Sometimes if you see problems, then the problems like aggression or
fear.
like fear is sometimes closer together than the most people think. Or
this is a very thin line. We will talk when we talk about the drives.
I think every time is no problem, but we have to judge is correct. If we not judge, then quickly some people will to
you know, we've had many strong dogs over the years. Past the surprise attack, long send, come to the social crowd test and fail.
Because also maybe only growling, but we don't want to have, nobody have to say to the dog, you have to correct, you have to growl now, you have to be show fear or aggressive now. So you have to say to yourself, stay neutral, finish. But it's also important, I think, especially in these times we live now, because most people will not live and handle a dog where they have the whole time more to hide and run away and cannot hold the dog, have no obedience, have no normal social behavior. Also, if you have a focus on protection, you can only use it if you have both together, otherwise it's useless.
Correct. Then we go on to the ZWP2, the next level.
This is harder from the level.
And then we have the ZWP3, which is very hard.
Only a few, I think, in the whole years. And I told you we have nearly 1,000 in our stat book now. And I think from all, I have to calculate and look correctly, but I think will be like 9 dogs ever done ZWP3.
Okay, so we've gone over. So another one of
for me also, personally, sometimes a little bit too hard for you, because this is really, we want to see how hard and also clear the dog is, but it's a real hard proper test for the dog.
Then comes our favorite on the Presser Cup.
Of course, but I think not only also for a lot of people, for the crowd watching.
We done.
It's interesting for all the people.
Yesterday we had some. We've tried to promote the breed with the pressure show training.
Show training.
Show training.
This was very nice.
People could see. many of the dogs were able.
How many pressers you think we had at the field?
30, I think.
Yeah.
About roughly 30, 20, 30.
Yeah, I think more or less 30 presser canals was also good, also maybe for new people who only interested in the breed or was not here because of the breed. But then they see, oh, at the same time, all the dogs that were working. And also, all the dog was working on the decoys, done proper job.
Yeah.
But also, we had no problems, no accidents, no things like this.
And
This is also
many
thing, yeah.
many handlers were able to finish training, and walk out through the crowd, no problem. This is what we like.
Not like over aggressive dogs who have to wear muzzle and carrying the out. Dog really can do both of what we call balance.
Yeah. So we separate in the Presser Cup male. So we done the show training. Then we have the Presser Cup.
That's separate the sex,
separate, and male separate, female separate. Because we know there's a gap between the males and females working.
Not must.
Yeah.
To be honest, I also happens in past. Females was also sometimes tougher than the males, but we also want that the people start, and so better to separate males and females.
Yeah.
But like also this time again, we only give the trophy for the winning female and winning male, so that we don't want to have the problem. Okay, who's number 9, who's number 10, or something like this, because we are happy that the people started. So they are all like competed successfully, but only one gets the trophy. So all the people or the dogs are like fighting, working for the trophy, but only one gets the trophy. But at the next event, we have the next Presser Canal trophy, and then we have something special. Also, when we allow every other breeds, every people to come, also with shepherds, with mixed breed, with everything. Yesterday we had from Jack Russell Terrier to funny dogs sometimes, but we are open. They can
welcome.
But we want to make every time a little bit special for Presser Canal. So, for example, nice daytime, then we make 2 hours only Presser Canal. Will be also good for every people who are interested in the breed, or only who want to see something new. And
we want to encourage new people, not just coming into the breed, coming into the sports. Younger, we always make special when we have a young handler come on the field. We try and make them feel good, encourage all children getting into.
Yes, also I think we are one of the clubs who's mostly open also for new people. We're not looking only for like new members or new starters, but we every time try to make it that new people can understand it quickly, that we can explain everything, and this is not only like for old club members and they work each other and very separate, maybe a little bit hiding. We make it very open that also people who have the first dog, also very often the first puppy, we invite them to come to our events, because if you start only with like very professional, then you have only the same people, or if it's too late, they're shy to come. But if we directly say from the beginning, come with your pups, then it's also a nice and will be good for the future for us.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we have a very good mix this year. A lot of families, a lot of young handlers, new breed, much more pressure.
I think also kids, The people sometimes think, oh, it's only for adult people, of course, our event's very long, sometimes 24 hours through, and we have like 4 days, But so also, I think also with the camping and so on, we every time have nice family atmosphere, especially also with young children, and had never a problem with this. So good thing. Never accident or something like this,
No, that's it, So we want to get more, obviously, younger people in to start doing dog sports and competitions, whichever breed. So this year has been very successful again.
I think especially this year we can see again it's a real family event, and this is also very nice. The most people think because we have a very long event, mostly over the whole day, so over 24 days, only 1 day, and then we have mostly like 4 days together. But I think especially this year, a lot of small children was there with the parents.
Yeah, yeah.
There was camping, nice mood, nice atmosphere, very good. Absolutely no accidents, no problems in this point. So I see